Yeah, don't wish me well, I don't need nobody, whoa. I don't kiss and tell, but don't stop me from running, whoa. Got me in a spell and now I'm feeling nothing. They don't wish me well, I wish I had somebody, whoa, yeah. Got me on my white tee, bands up on my lap.
All right, and we're back. Episode 7. Jeez.
Feels good to be back.
We have 3 more left. That's really sad.
It's kind of sad.
But we're going to keep making content, so.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yo, so how are we doing this? Cuz you're telling me that there's going to be a name change. Are you still pulling the KA off?
I don't know.
You know yet? All right. Well, we got
I might just keep it like that, but just call me Kashi if you want to see my
Kakashi,
name.
man.
I don't know. It kind of bothers me when people call me.
Really?
Kakashi.
Yeah, especially if you know me, just call me Roman.
Roman.
You know my first name.
All right. Well, we've got a dear friend of mine. We got Roman here. Welcome back. Jeez, you and Vendor were the first episode I have ever done, and
It was the most viewed.
most viewed.
Yep.
Not like 79 or anything.
Yep.
But like a lot higher
No
than that.
shade. No shade to
I gotta turn
that
this
episode.
around. Hey, but sometimes you just gotta say what you gotta say.
Nah, it's true. That episode was funny.
Anyway.
Go check that out. SoundCloud.
Yeah. No, it was a good one. But you guys totally helped me kind of launch this, so thank you very much.
Dude, give that to Gary, not me.
What do you mean?
Gary has like everybody.
Yeah.
Basically, all of Gary's followers basically follow me. Like maybe like 30%.
Gary has a solid social following just in general.
Dude, he
Yeah, he
knows how to
definitely
talk
does.
to people, dude. He has it down to like a science.
He-
And me, I like don't say shit to anyone. So, I mean, like for this album, like I hit bulls up.
Yeah.
So like I finally started to do that, but normally I just keep to myself basically.
You're switching some things up. Like your shit now, like I've been listening to everything that's about to come out, and I'm very excited because it's like you figured it out. You found like the lane that you got to stay in, you know.
Yeah.
But,
I'm
like-
not I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. How do you feel about it, man? Like this is a big solo like actual project now, you know?
Mhm.
This is the first one that you're dropping like seriously, I'd say.
Yeah, my first like legit project.
Like solo project. Well, not solo project, but you know.
Yeah, I have some features.
Right.
It feels great. Like, and it's great. It's like super crazy because it's like the progression. Me and Gary have been working now for like a whole year.
Which is crazy.
And like you can tell which ones were made back in like August and September compared to the ones that were made in like June and July.
Yeah.
Because they're so much different. And I think like finally like just recently I'm starting to get like that sound that I want.
Mhm.
Because I like more of that like alternative stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm into.
That's an interesting route, like for you to take. I feel like you're on some sad boy shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
Maybe a little less sad boy, more singing, more singy, like
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure, like more vocal,
Yeah.
definable more vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I just like that sound better.
I like that you can play with your voice too. Like you play with a lot of auto tune.
The thing that's crazy is like it's not even that much auto tune because like I know this kid can actually sing.
No, like at first it was a lot.
A
like
lot.
if you go back
Oh,
to hear
yeah.
Forza, dude, that shit is cranked up. Now it's just like a tiny bit, but like it's kind of like Travis. Like when I like switch notes, it like
Yeah.
snaps.
Speaking of Travis,
Yeah.
what did you think of Astro World 2?
I liked it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it top to bottom yet, but the songs that I have heard, they're pretty good.
I love it. I've
Star-
been playing it for the past like 4 days.
Stargazing is ridiculous.
The whole
Yeah,
thing.
Like the
Stargazing,
whole
that's
switch
like,
up.
yeah.
But I knew like it's Travis. He does whatever he wants, and like
Mhm.
basically whatever he does is fire.
Yeah, straight up.
I still think Rodeo is gonna be the best project he ever puts out.
You think so?
I love Rodeo.
I was on
still
Reddit.
listen
A
to
lot of
Rodeo.
people were immediately like, "This could be better than Rodeo," but then a lot of people were like, "This is a really shitty album."
Yeah, but I think that all has to do with the way he came about marketing it. Like he just kept pushing it back and pushing it back. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, you know, like why are we even waiting for this? Like, at some point the hype dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's for all. And I think that was probably one of his mistakes that he didn't get it out and
I think-
mastered in
I
time.
mean, my theory on this is like I think he waited a little bit because I think he wanted to grab like the hottest person out right now to throw on this album, and I
Drake
think
and
he
John
just
Mayer.
needed, No.
Who?
No, I think that Juice World track was something that was made very, very
Yeah.
quickly to just throw up on there.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I could see that.
Because Juice World's going crazy. His
Yeah.
numbers are just going up like
Yeah,
consistently.
it's ridiculous.
This tour he's on is just blowing him the fuck up.
I would liken him to like, as far as like a rapper that blew up, like Skies almost. Like he just ascertained fame so fast.
Yeah, but like for him, I think he's already surpassed where Skies is right now.
I think so too.
Yeah, probably.
My one problem with Skies is like eventually like it starts to sound the same,
Mm-hmm.
like the flow. And
Yeah, but
everything.
you could say the same about Juice World, I think.
I
And
don't
you could say
think
the same
so.
thing about a lot of artists, to be honest. Like
honestly, yeah,
like Core. Like you ever listen to like 3 Core songs back to back? They all sound the same.
yeah.
But like they're still fire. Like I just that all has to do with, where the artist is, and I like seeing artist direction, and they can put their own spin on things, and that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it's like a signature thing.
Yeah, I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to find your sound. Like, I know what you mean. I think a lot of people sometimes take, like, repetition, like, a little bit too seriously. Because
Yeah.
it's like, dude, it's all the same sound across the board. Like, once you find something for you that's going to, like, work for you, like, you have it and you got to keep going. It's the same thing with a band. It's the same thing with an orchestra. Like, once you find the pieces that are going to sound well with the types of musicians that you have, like, it's all the same. It's all going to sound the same because it's
like
the best
It's
work.
like a corporate culture.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
That's exactly what it is.
it's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
I don't know. No, but I think I that's what I really think is like he waited because he was supposed to drop it. What? It was a month ago.
Yeah, on like his birthday or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
Something like that.
And then there were like all these things like
there were a lot of pushbacks from
Yeah.
from the beginning. That's one thing that put me off, and I could see why a lot of people were put off by that. So I could see why it was
it's-
taken the way it was.
It's kind of the same thing with like Love Is Rage too.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would
Like,
agree with that.
Like for how much it was
A
hyped.
little closer to you.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Like for how much it was hyped up and like anticipated, like it really was kind of like it was like mediocre almost.
Yeah, I think Uzi fell off a little bit.
You
I
have
don't
no
know.
you have no option when, well, first of all, you have a really stringent contract when you can only put out a certain amount of music, and like we said before, it's one of those things where how many times can we hear yeah without being like, maybe we should listen to something else. That's just my thought on it. I think Uzi's fire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love Uzi.
Definitely-
I just think, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
I
definitely
don't really
fire.
like the tracks on Love Is Rage.
Yeah,
He definitely has better.
Yeah,
he
No.
yeah he has. That's for sure.
yeah. Travi album by far. I would give it like I give it like an 8 out of 10, like or like a 9 out of 10. Honestly, for me.
What's a 10 out of 10 for you?
A
What?
10 out of 10 for like in terms of like give you an example of what my 10 out of 10 was.
Yeah,
Mm.
this could be of any era. I could tell you a 10 out of 10.
I have to think about that. But what would your 10 out of 10 be?
Illmatic,
Okay.
Nas.
Okay.
I would say that's probably a 10 out of 10.
I'm trying to think of one that I would just like smash out of the park.
Like, what album really resonates with you?
I really like like in general for me like 17. X's 17 like really was
You could say that.
but like that's a different trail. But I'm just saying like it's a big thing. Artistry is a huge thing for me. I don't know, like everybody was hyped about like Astroworld, which was cool, and like I saw a little bit of artistry with it. I think I really need to see the visuals that are supposed to come with that
Yeah,
to be able
I
to
think so, too.
understand where all this is going. So I'm super excited about that. But like I don't know if you guys like also saw who dropped the other day, like Mac dropped,
Yeah, he dropped.
and
the
that
surprise
album
drop.
was
Easily, like, my favorite.
great.
Favorite
He-
artist.
He did that the same day as Astroworld too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be like a day push back, but like I went on because I have like it pre-ordered and I had the single. I went on to play it and the whole thing was there.
Really?
It was so nice.
The Mac album.
Shit.
Or yeah. Right?
Yeah, I heard there was a lot of hype about that drop, which is kind of cool that he did it the same day as Astroworld.
Yeah, honestly.
It was
For
super
all
nice.
the people who weren't rocking with Astroworld, they had a little something else to look
Not
forward
even
to that day.
Like I woke up in the morning and I listened to Astroworld, and then I was doing like all the shit that I had to do that day, and then I like while I was like doing downtime and like working and stuff and like on my computer, I was listening to the Mac album, and that
I haven't
like
listened to it yet. Is it
I like
good?
Mac a lot. he's like embracing like this Anderson .Paak like type like I don't even know. I feel like Calvin Harris had a hand in this album because like it sounds a lot like Funk Wave Bounce.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
Volume 1, right?
Is he signed to Mac's label?
Who? Calvin Harris?
Yeah.
Warner Bros?
No,
I don't know what is. Shit, I don't know.
I don't know.
Calvin Harris signed to.
Not sure.
But yeah, no, it sounds great. Everything that came out the other day was produced really well. So much so that like I just got a new apartment, so we don't have like any speakers in the living room. So I had to bring my studio speakers out because there was no way that we were gonna kick it in the living room with everything is so well produced that like I can't listen to it through like a shitty speaker. Like it just bothers me.
Yeah. No, I understand that. So
Yeah.
what would be a 10 out of 10 album
Yeah.
for you?
I had one in mind, but I just forgot it. I'd probably say, just like in my eyes, it'd probably be Faces by Mac Miller.
Okay.
That shit has done like so much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does have to do with a personal thing.
Like-
That's the cool thing about music. It really is a subjective thing. It's like any other piece of art. You really my subjective opinion to a song compared to James's may be completely different, but that's the good thing about it because we both take something from it. So yeah, no, I definitely see what you're saying with that. I like Faces. Yeah,
That was a good album.
Faces was a good album.
I didn't really start to get into Mac until like 2 years ago. Like I knew about Mac a little bit, like I knew the hits, like all that, and like, but not until about once I got to college,
Yeah,
because that was cool, because like I was just vibing on that, and it was I don't know.
he's got a few
something
college
else.
anthems. He's got a few
Of course.
anthems that are
I'd say him and Action Bronson are like the reason I started rapping.
fat.
Wow.
Shout Action Bronson.
Shout
Shout
Action.
Mayhem Loren.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Shouts the homie.
for sure.
I heard
Yeah.
Strictly for My Jeeps, and I was hooked.
Yeah, that shit was fresh. Way too fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send this to Mayhem.
you have to.
Yeah, I have to
Shouts.
now.
Anyway, so let's get back into you, man. So this album. So talk to me about the process for this, because I don't know, because you've been sitting on a lot. You guys have been sending me a lot. So, but it's been over a long period of time. So like, where's your head at? How did it all start? How did it come together? And what are we gonna see on the 7th?
You're just gonna see like a collection of like the past year of my life. Just like see that kind of journey. A lot of like sad boy themes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that. But yeah, it's just like a true progression.
Mm-hmm.
So I put like the songs. My bad.
It's like just take it off. It's a
Just
stupid
hold it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
So like yeah, I put the older songs that are like already on my SoundCloud towards like the latter half of the album, and so all the new shit just kind of hits you immediately in this one.
Interesting. I'm excited because like I know all the words. So like
So, for as far as inspirations go, where are you pulling most of your drive from
Yeah.
as far as artists? You said Mac before,
Mm-hmm.
Action Bronson,
Yeah.
but even like that has nothing to do with a white rapper thing. What is like top 5, like a Mount Rushmore of your top 5 rappers that influence you?
yeah.
That influenced me.
Yeah.
So I probably put Mac, Action, Trippie Redd, Lil Peep, and Young Lean.
Really? A lot of people would not say that because they don't have the notoriety that most artists do. And yeah, that's very interesting.
Like yeah.
What about what about each artist like Trippie Redd? What about him is real influential to you?
I just love his sound.
His
and, like
sound.
that rawness.
Is
That's like that's what I like to hear.
And
It's like that
same thing with
rawness.
Peep and all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's just like the sound like that I want to go for, but kind of mix it up a bit. I don't want to like be like a clone or something.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of people don't really look at the SoundCloud for inspiration these days.
Sorry about that. Tyler's coming, so I just wanted to get the address to him.
No
My
problem.
bad.
No
Sorry,
problem.
guys.
But yeah, like the SoundCloud, like people are really coming up off this shit, like
Mhm.
and becoming celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I think it's really cool that they're becoming influential people too, and like I mean, the Lil Peep thing, obviously, R.I.P. Peep.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
you know, I think things like that need to happen sometimes for people to start realizing things.
It's
Yeah.
like tough for me to look at like the guys who are already big because I haven't listened to like a big artist album since Astro World.
Exactly.
And I think that's why people connect with the SoundCloud mentality. Because you can
I'm-
actually contact these people. You can get in their DMs and they'll probably
yeah,
hit
like
you
I
back.
message guys all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's the part about this whole wave of new artistry.
It's a community now.
It's a way bigger community. It's like
Well,
it's like
nice
a forum.
because it's nice because they're like still basically like ordinary people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're not cashing in crazy. They're not
Yeah,
living
they don't
out
have like people with
crazy.
cameras in their face all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think it also there's like a piece now with like just how the world works where it's like I just keep going back to those kids where it's like they like their heads get bigger than what is actually happening. I think there's like pieces of that community where it's like there's respected artists and then there's these kids that are like saying, fuck yeah, like I'm doing crazy shit, like I'm doing crazy numbers, like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard to like it's hard to find like you have to get like a connection, like you have to know that it's right there, like
Yeah.
if you're gonna come at me with some like stupid shit where it's like all you're talking about is yourself, like I don't want to be involved in that, you know what I mean? Like I've had conversations with artists in DMs and they're just like they don't really give a fuck about what we're talking about. They're just about themselves. And like that's
Yeah.
where it gets a little tricky, where it's like it's a cool community, but there's people like that you got to look out for.
I think that just comes with the era that we're living. It's kind of like a narcissistic era. Like
course.
think about what we're doing right now. Like
Yeah.
we're sitting around talking, like looking at our phones and shit. Like that's narcissism. That's just what it is. Like
Yeah.
that, you're gonna find those people anywhere. I feel, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think I don't want to see SoundCloud die.
I don't think it will. I personally do not think that it will. It seems like it's at a point where it's too big to die, and now they're gonna really start monetizing it. Is what I feel.
Well, as somebody
Yeah,
who's
That's what I feel.
as somebody who's like on both like Spotify, Apple Music, and like I know a lot of artists who once they hop on that platform, they see their SoundCloud plays drop big time. Like, is that what you're seeing?
That's exactly what it is.
Really?
Why do you
is
like?
that?
Why do you think? Because I have a theory on that, but I'm interested to see where your head's at.
I also have a theory as well.
Because I don't know, no one wants to log into SoundCloud.
Yeah.
If they already have it, they can just add it to their playlist that they already have. Because you can tell what happened when I got on that shit.
Yeah.
Forza is like 130 likes. Off-White is like, I think like 87.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls at like
3,000 plays.
90 something.
But where are you at on Spotify and shit?
I don't
like,
check that.
Why?
I don't have Spotify.
Do you have Apple Music?
Yeah.
What are your Apple Music
I don't.
numbers?
I don't check it. I haven't checked any of it.
Why?
I don't really care that much, to be honest.
Hmm.
It's just like whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Interesting.
That's a pretty good attitude to have
I
about
kind
it.
No,
of
yeah.
I like do this for myself. I'm not out to like chase a check, really.
Because like, what are you gonna do if like it doesn't get plays, get mad? Like there's nothing you can do. It's
Yeah.
either it happens
It's not
or it
in my
doesn't.
it's not in my control.
It's like what if people fuck with it, people fuck with it.
People fuck
and-
with it, people fuck with
Exactly.
it.
Interesting.
And I think it's about getting the right ears to it. Like that's where personal marketing comes in and stuff and
Yeah.
and all that.
Hmm.
But you say you're on iTunes as well, and is it mostly free or is it you?
I think it's just streams.
It's just streams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah,
to be
iTunes
honest,
isn't
I don't
really
even know,
iTunes
I don't even
anymore.
know
I was
how
about
to
to
check
say,
those numbers.
It's Apple Music now.
Really?
right?
I have no idea how to check
would
those
learn.
numbers.
Yeah.
Depending on how
That'd be
you
interesting.
distribute, it has to be somewhere.
Well, it'll
Yeah.
tell you when you go to your artist name. It'll tell you how many monthly listens you have.
I can check your Spotify listens right now,
He
actually.
doesn't have Spotify.
Yeah, I do.
But he's on Spotify. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Right
didn't-
here.
I
You're
didn't-
using the picture that I took of you.
I am.
Yeah.
Gary set all this shit up.
Oh,
I don't know how to
even
do any
care.
of this.
Oh.
I just sing.
Not bad.
Not terrible.
Let me see
Spotify's
these notes.
hard to like actually ascertain an audience,
Yeah.
but your songs are at like 1,000 plays on Spotify.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
All right.
Yeah. Take that one.
You've got 2 listeners from Cleveland.
Shouts to Cleveland.
You know where I have a lot of listeners from, like on SoundCloud?
Hmm.
Russia.
What?
I've noticed that is a new thing. Like with Peep, he had a huge Russian audience, and what's the one guy Peep was always with?
Lil Tracy.
Yeah, he had a big Russian audience. I don't
They
know
were
what it
over
is.
I guess they just like the sad boy shit.
It's that sad boy shit. That sad boy, white boy, like wave.
I think people can connect with it, man.
I think so too, especially in Russia because it's cold as fuck all the time.
I can't remember if I said this last week or if I had this in a conversation with somebody else, but like I think X dying. First of all, hold on. I think X dying was something that when it happened, everybody was kind of looking like to find like where do we target, like as an X fan, like where do we put that energy now? Because like it was kind of like all that like sad shit, and it was like digging into like real shit, like into your mental. So I think everybody was like, where do we put that now? And this is why I think Juice WRLD is so big, is because like people are like
kind of depressed.
Where do I put that? And it's like Juice WRLD like has it right now in the palm of his hands. And it's like it feels like it's a ball that's just being passed around, but like now everybody's like really understanding like how there's a market for it.
Depressed.
It's like the emo stage of like 2001 and 2002, but it's like hip hop.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, no, that's a really good way to put that actually, because everyone's depressed. You know, everybody is depressed.
Honestly, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what it is nowadays with
it's bullshit, but like yes.
Yeah, we made it way too easy to live. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We just made
Life's way too easy.
Way too easy. So people, when something bad happens,
you can't take shit.
You can't take shit.
It just hits you.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah. No, that's funny that we.
No, like that's literally what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this and saying, "Holy shit!" People are like, "X is dead. What do we do? What do we do?" Oh shit! There's Juice WRLD High.
Yeah, they need to like fill a void.
Yeah, exactly. And it was right. It was.
Depressed.
It was. I hate to say it, but it was perfect timing because Juice WRLD was like on the come up because he dropped like that first tape, and like I was watching on Twitter and shit. It was like, "Oh, yo, this Juice WRLD shit's kind of fire," and then X died.
Yeah.
And it was like,
someone needs someone else.
He was going up.
Did you see that they two things on X? Did you see they dropped the domestic violence charges?
Yep. No, they didn't. Well, they didn't drop them.
They dropped the case. There's no longer any case. He died a free man.
Yeah, he was going to be found not guilty if he was still alive. Is that what you're telling me?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Probably
that's
not.
why this is
but
like
the case was dropped.
I caution people because a lot of headlines are saying like, oh shit, like X was not guilty, like oh he could have lived a free life, like no.
Not what I'm saying. The case was dropped because of his death. So that's cool. He died a free man, even though, you know, maybe something happened, whatever. The family's taken care of forever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see in Russia there was a monument for X and there was a video of these like 3 Russian dudes just coming up and just fucking the monument up. You saw that?
I saw that.
What is it with what is it with Russians and new wave hip hop? Like they fuck with it, bro.
They love it, yeah.
They really fuck with it. Like people are out there like at candlelight vigils knocking over candles and shit and like real messy stuff. Like what?
I don't know, man.
Man, Russia. Get it together.
It's hard to call.
Putin, if you're watching, get it together.
Jeez.
It's like, don't put anything in our water.
Careful.
Shouts to Putin.
Oh, man. All right. So you gave us your Mount Rushmore. I'm going back to this. So you gave us your Mount Rushmore. So with this,
what did you think about his choices?
I am interested in the Young Lean.
Yeah, I'm
situation.
also interested in that one.
I love Young Lean.
Really? Interesting.
I've been on Young Lean since Kingston Strip.
Ooh, that's
I heard that like
a
couple months after it came out, and I was like hooked. I don't know. I just like experimental shit.
The thing that's crazy for me was like Young Lean was like a fucking joke when I was in high school.
Yeah,
I know. I was that one kid that actually fucked with him.
Right. Like nobody.
That's like Ice JJ Fish, except Ice JJ Fish, he did not come up.
Hell no.
There's a kid in my school that I graduated with that looks like Ice JJ Fish, but like bigger.
We'll show you Ice JJ Fish after this.
I know who he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do?
I
I was about to say, you know who that is,
is.
right? Okay, cool. Cool.
He's still making content. I hope you guys know that. Like,
I used to
checked in
follow
on
him on
that.
Instagram for the longest time.
Yo, have you seen? Speaking of like troll guys like that, what's his name? Daddy Longneck or whatever.
Yeah, that kid's wild.
The one where he's always on the floor.
No.
Wait, no.
No, it's the
he's
kid
just
with
like,
a humongous neck.
Oh,
And
no.
It's like
super
so long
skinny.
and he's like super skinny.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the one where there's
Like,
There's-
what is up with that kid?
That crazy guy with the like disfigured body. He's just like on the ground, just like yo.
Oh,
yo.
no,
No.
With the glasses.
Yes. Who is that? I saw one where he was in all black paint. I was so scared, bro. I don't even know. Oh,
He was
man.
on Vine, right?
I think so.
Yeah. No, but
He's on YouTube now.
Yeah.
No,
He's big on YouTube.
Nah, but the kid we're talking about is just like, I forget. He's just like this skinny kid from like the Sticks who like just like dances in his room. He looks like a twig. He looks like a twig.
Backpack
Yeah,
kid?
honestly, I'm
No.
trying. Like, I want to know there's like something like wrong with him. Like,
Yeah, there has to be.
physically.
There has to be.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
And yes, I think there is something wrong with him. I think he had like some sort of fetal alcohol syndrome or something like that. He can't just like have all of the calcium in his bones. So
He's
they're
just like,
long and lanky. He's just like hitting
leaning.
that wild, crazy move.
it's crazy, yo. The internet loves it though.
The internet's
Honestly.
going wild for it. That's cool though. I like that.
I don't even know.
Just get someone on our
Okay,
team.
all right. Anyway, anyway. I don't know. I just the young lean thing just that took me by surprise.
I
I'm
was
gonna
taking
be
a
honest.
left turn on that.
I-
I'm not too well versed in his music, so I can't really even speak as far as how good of an artist he is. But
I listen to everything.
everything,
And it's fire.
really,
I think my favorite song to this day is Pearl Fountain. Have you ever heard that?
nah.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
It's
I'm definitely gonna have to
ridiculous.
listen to that.
Really,
It is ridiculous.
we'll listen to it after because now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
because
Well,
I
he
haven't
has a
listened to Young
song
Lean
with
since-
Travis. He had it on
Yeah.
Yes,
Unknown Memory.
I knew about that. Yeah, but like,
See, that's the thing too these days. There's a lot of artists. To
Yeah.
listen to all their music is very difficult.
I
And I
don't-
feel like it's a
yeah.
lot like this is the way I look at it, and a lot of people don't look at it like this, but the SoundCloud, like big SoundCloud rappers, I feel like are a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of them. Like as far
There's
as
way too many.
way too many. It's like a bubble. We
Yeah.
talked about that last episode. Or like 2 episodes ago.
mhm.
We talked about the bubble bursting or whatever. But yeah, no, I firmly stand behind that.
where do you want your lane to be, bro? Because like you can align yourself in a couple different areas. I just kind of want to know like you're going to Florida, right?
Mhm. I leave
And
Wednesday.
Florida is not really on that sad boy shit. So what I'm concerned about is like where do you want to put yourself once you get out there?
Probably in like Trippy's lane,
Okay,
most
cool.
likely,
Cool.
because I think I sound probably the most like him.
Okay.
I don't think I'm as experimental as Young Lean, so
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah,
I can maybe like dial it back a little bit.
I see what you mean. I like what you're putting out now.
Yeah, me too.
I like the intro to your album. This album's gonna be crazy, by the way. Like if you like the kind of stuff that like the sad boy like shit and like fucking I would put you in this. I put you in the Six Dogs lane a little bit.
He was a big inspiration. Him and
Yeah.
Oliver Francis too. Like when I first started working with
Shouts to
Gary.
the boy. I want Oliver Francis to watch this show so bad.
Me too.
I love him. I love
Garrison
him.
says that I sound a lot like him.
I don't think you sound.
I don't think I do that.
I don't think you
much.
sound as much as like you used to a little bit.
I definitely used to.
I think
when we dialed back the auto tune is when I kind of started to sound like.
yeah, and that was a big conversation piece for us too, was because like when I was talking to you guys and I was saying like, dude, you can actually sing. You can actually sing. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But like
you
I,
definitely
and
have
like
vocals.
the Six Dogs, the Oliver Francises of the world, like those guys are doing it, but it's like there's one extra step that like has to be taken yet, and it's like these guys are afraid to like grab a deal, which I understand. There's a huge
It's
fear in
very
grabbing a
scary.
deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
Very scary. When
Super
you deal
scary.
with something like that.
exactly. So like what? So you want to go like that trippy red lane, and then if you're going for music production
Mhm.
for school. Okay, so you have that as if anything.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're not chasing for a check. So I'm just saying, like, at some point, bread's got to come. So,
Yeah, exactly.
like,
It's like I wish it wasn't that way, but like
It's real life.
at one point
It's
it
real
has
life.
to be.
It's
Like
real
I
life,
have to
yeah.
make a living, but like I don't know. I kind of make it for myself,
yeah,
and that's where all like that sad shit comes from. Comes from like spots in my life.
yeah. Where
So
it's, like,
it's
stressful
basically
and-
yeah.
yeah.
It's basically just to like get it out, because normally I don't talk about that type of stuff.
Do you think you're going to have trouble, or you think it's going to be easy getting your audience, like, garnering an audience in Florida?
I don't think it should be too hard.
Okay.
Like with other people like in my program,
Mm.
I know like we're all probably gonna collab.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
His boy's down there. Jay's Elias False.
Word?
False is down there. Yeah,
Hmm.
he goes to Full Sail.
Yeah.
You should link with him. He's cool.
Yeah, I know a couple people down like Tampa area.
Okay.
That's not too far.
That's
like
good.
guys who produce. My one boy Tito, I know he's worked with like 808 Mafia.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's dope.
and there's a lot of guys down there like Fat Nick, Puya, all them.
Facts. I fuck with Fat Nick. Yo.
Same here.
I fuck
Ice-
with Fat Nick.
Ice
He's
out.
nice.
He's
I
funny as
like
shit, bro.
Puya too.
Me too. Yeah. All them down there
Puya's
actually.
tight.
They actually got the whole Florida rap scene is actually pretty live.
Like out of nowhere.
Like very
At
live.
first it was like Rick Ross
Mhm.
and like honestly that's about it. That's
Yeah,
all I
that's-
really know.
I mean,
Miami
Khaled's
scene.
out there, but I wouldn't even.
Who?
Khaled. He was in Florida for a while. You don't remember?
Oh, your friend Colin.
No, Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
I've
DJ.
never heard anyone say
Oh,
his name
sorry.
like that. I
I
say
don't know what
Khaled.
that is.
DJ Khaled.
No, whatever.
That's how I was
You
like,
You don't
what
remember
are you talking
him?
about?
It was him, Diddy, and like Ross was out there, and like Diddy would just show up on a jet ski outside of.
Yeah, like the videos.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah. When they were like super. Oh
Nah, he's-
shit! What does that say?
Has been stopped automatically. Maximum recording.
It's okay. Whatever. We're back. It just hit it. It's okay.
Oh.
It just
okay.
I restarted it.
I thought we were out of the card. I was
No,
like,
no,
already?
no, we just got
Jesus
the card.
Christ, how did I-
Anyway, what were we talking about? Sure.
Rappers in Florida. So
Oh,
we
okay.
could just name off Kodak, X, Fat Nick,
Smoke Perp.
Smoke
Smoke-
Perp,
Lil
Lil
Pump.
Pump.
Fucking Pump.
That's. I mean, he got him. I think Smoke Perp's better than Lil Pump. I really fuck with
Nah.
Smoke Perp. You don't think?
Nah,
What?
I
Smoke
don't
Perp
know.
is filthy, bro. Smoke
I think
Perp gets
I think he
The,
has
the
some
songs
bars.
that I have heard from Smoke Perp, I
What
just
songs
didn't
are
like.
you thinking?
I don't even remember. I never listened to Smoke Perp.
Like, there's some good ones. Like Glock in My Benz was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think recently with Lil Pump, like actually like spinning, like
Yeah.
he's fire, and that's like
Mhm.
undeniable.
What'd you think of that song with Charlie Sheen? Did you see that video?
Yeah,
Drug addicts.
It was
It was
alright.
alright.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like.
I feel like the singles he comes out with, like, they're just like he's trying to make the next Gucci.
You can
gang.
tell he's being careful too.
You
Well,
can
he's
tell-
also-
He's
he
dialed his shit back a little
You
bit.
think? Because he has a
Oh
song
my-
called Drug Addicts, and
I don't. It's okay. He has a song called Drug Addicts, but he's not. He's taking a step back.
as far as what?
He's doing stupid shit, but he's not doing as much stupid shit. Like
yeah, bro.
My thing is like
yeah,
if you look at Pump on a feature compared to his music, it's a
way
lot different.
Way different.
And I think
Way
that's like
different.
I think that's like his label.
yeah, I can
They're
see
they're
that.
they're probably telling him what to make.
They put him in a pretty slave deal, but like he
Yeah.
also got like 6 million.
well, he was in. Was that him who was in one, and then he was able to get out of it?
I think it was like
yeah,
it was
he
a
had that
one
movie when he
album.
was 17.
Yeah.
It was like a
Mhm.
one album deal, and then he re-signed again.
with the same label
Yeah, with the same label.
for.
But I thought it
almost-
was a different deal.
Yeah,
it probably
was.
is.
That's what I thought.
It was. It was for more money.
Okay.
That's what he was going for. Because they signed him when he was 17, and anything before you're 18 is null and void.
That's true.
So.
Gotta make that money somehow.
Gotta make that money. Very smart on his lawyer's behalf. Very smart.
Mhm.
I think his whole team is smart.
Me too.
Mhm.
And even Smoke Perp's on that team. Like, I would even say like he's grabbing deals. He
Okay.
has a potential grab deals too.
Yeah. No. I don't think Smoke Perp is terrible. I think Smoke Perp is better.
I don't
than
think he's
Pump
terrible
when
either.
we look at Pump's like actual music. I like that you said about the features because I was gonna say the same thing. Like he
Me-
could spit.
Yeah, like
Pump can
that,
spit.
that Diplo track, like French Montana and whatever.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fresh.
He carried
For- was that
track.
Fast
That
and
was
Furious?
fresh.
The only reason I would ever listen to that song is to hear Pump's part.
I wonder if he has a ghostwriter. Like, to be honest, because like he's so big. I wonder how
They all
what
do.
percentage. Yeah, that's what I mean. I wonder what percentage of rappers these days actually use ghostwriters.
Well, I think it might be a lot. I think it's a lot more than we think because these guys go. You don't really see like you can tell because it seems like these guys should be making music. Like 6ix9ine, like he is out doing everything he can to be fucking stupid just because
Mhm.
he can. When is he making music? Why are you fucking around on Instagram Live every fucking hour of the day?
But you also got to
And-
know that his craft does not take much.
I
He probably just
understand
goes
that.
into the studio and just
fee,
yells some shit
fee,
for
like,
a while and then leaves.
That song.
people were listening to that
Why
song
are
and they don't
people-
even know what a fifi is. Do you know what a fifi is?
Oh my God, you told me. It's gross.
You know what it is?
I got no idea.
Tell him.
Go to prison and you'll find out what a
No,
fifi
tell
is.
him.
Okay, so like,
I don't care.
okay, it's like a fucking. You go to prison and like you're mad lonely or whatever. You get a fucking a glove from like the cafeteria or whatever where you cook or whatever, and you put like lotion inside of it, and basically you use it to like as a woman. You know what I mean? You use it as a. That's about all the vulgarity I'm gonna get into as far as that, cause
Wow, that gives the song like a whole different perspective.
exactly. And when I hear like bulls like bumping that shit, I look at them like, pause, bro. Like, do you even know what the like what? But that's not even here nor there. So
Some kid came into my apartment and said he was the hottest rapper right now, and I was like, in my
Kakashi 16.
Takeshi 16. The Blake Weber voiceovers are my favorite.
Oh,
Where
it's fucking Trey White. Hi guys. He's like, yeah, he's funny. As
I'm
shit.
finding one.
It's Trey White.
Oh my God.
I love how much he's using the whole Treyway thing now.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's funny.
All right,
Like
here he
even
is.
Nicki Minaj was saying Treyway in the
Yeah.
song. Like I was like, what is going on?
Just like screaming it for no reason.
Shouts to Treyway.
Oh, that's not gonna load because I'm like filming. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's super funny. He's like this dude who like puts like a skater like white guy accent on 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And they're hysterical.
They're awesome. I love those videos.
He did one when he just got out of when he first
Wait,
like
his
got
name
out
is
of
Blake
jail.
Weber?
Yeah.
That's the guy who fucking vapes. That's Blake Vapes. I'm almost certain.
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain.
I don't know. Does he have like a beard, brown hair?
Curly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he do
Isn't
those
he like
fake tricks
Canadian
where
or something?
He
He
pushes the fucking-
He was the guy who like originally what blew him up was like that that video where he like takes like a rip from a vape, like lets it out, goes in like slow motions, like in this moment, like all I think about is like, it was that guy. That's Blake Weber.
I love seeing people just hit that. Like fucking like Dragon Ball Z.
Jesus.
Shouts Blake Weber if he sees this, and shouts to him.
It's like an act. Like he's a comedian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah, it's
Clearly.
satirical. That's cool though. I like that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, for sure. All right. So, final thoughts on your album. Where's your head at? Tell the people what tell the people about this project. Tell us what we're going to hear. Tell us everything you want us to know.
All right. So basically,
Whatever you got.
Talk that shit.
Talk your shit, man.
Exactly.
it's just wild. I think it's really different. I think it's really good. And like me, like I'm my biggest critic. So if I didn't think it was good, I wouldn't put it out.
Mhm.
That's why I never post anything.
Mm.
So yeah, it's probably the best of my work. It's something I like. I'm the most proud of like every track.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for it to come out. I'm super excited to see how people feel about it because it goes a lot of different directions. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
I'm interested to see how you're going to order everything.
Me too.
I have the track listing.
We'll have to take
Do you
a
want
look
to
at-
see the track listing after?
Yeah, I want to read it after.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
For sure.
All right, and Charles is on that. Shout out to Charles.
Charles Infamous, shout out.
That's my boy.
Anybody else?
I have Holy Rain.
Okay.
Shout out to Holy Rain.
That's a
I
great
have-
one. I want that one. I'll wait till Tuesday, whatever. I can wait. I can wait.
He's mad tight with Gary.
Yeah, I know. Shouts Gary. Shouts Vendor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, shout out to Vendor.
How many beats did he do on this? He
All of
probably did
them.
All of them, right?
All of them. And then like
There
I
you go,
helped.
shout.
Snap.
I
helped-
need your shout.
I helped-
Snapped on some of these, bro.
Yeah.
Some of these.
I helped
fucking snapped.
on a couple. Like we co-produced some stuff.
Yeah.
Because what would happen is we'd make 2 songs. We'd go to McDonald's. We'd come back. I'd make a melody and some chords, and then he'd do the rest.
Yeah, that kid's
So
got
like,
crazy talent.
what song is it?
Crazy talent, that kid.
Like Right Now. You know that song?
Yeah.
I made the melody and stuff. I just like told him what sounds I wanted.
Okay.
I just wrote that shit in.
Yeah. You were playing that for me at your crib.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. No, I'm excited. Anyway, keep going. You got anything else?
Who else do I need to shout out? Oh yeah, shout out Coy and shout out Jada the Kim. Both of them are on that. Definitely look them up. But yeah, it's just gonna be It's gonna be a nice ass album. I'm real proud of it.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I've known you for a while, and
you know, like, I don't like people playing my music around me and anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's just not who I am, really.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, like, I'm, like, proud to be putting this out.
That's great.
For once, and it feels really good.
It's a
I'm
nice
just
thing to do,
excited.
especially before you go to school. And
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it was a perfect timing
Yeah.
to be all done.
Awesome.
Perfect 15 tracks, real quick.
What are we
Nice.
looking for as length-wise? How
Yeah.
long? How long are we thinking? You said 15 tracks, but
15 tracks, probably, like, close to a half hour.
Yeah.
that's not bad
They're
at
not
all.
all long.
That's
They're
not
quick.
bad at all.
Maybe a little bit more than a half hour.
I've noticed that with like the singier type of genre, like even with Juice World, most of the songs are like 2 minutes 11 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm averaging
attention
around
span.
that.
It's
Yeah.
attention span.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just a hook.
Even like Astro World, like Sicko Mode's like 5 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah.
The fact that I can sit through that, it has to be a banger. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
No, you're
So-
right. You're definitely right
Yeah.
about that.
It's basically just sing a hook, a verse, a hook. It's done.
I like
Not
that.
all of them. Not like the stuff with like features. That's a bit longer. But yeah.
I'm starting to prefer that way,
Yeah.
just because
It's
like
nice.
that's really all I have time for at this moment. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
everything's so
short tracks.
quick. We
Exactly.
move a lot.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming back on. I'm excited.
Always.
August
Facts.
7th, Kashi is
Kakashi.
dropping. I'm excited. And look to see more content from Nick and I. We're probably going to take a trip to Florida. We're probably going to do some vlogs.
Do all
Hell
types of
yeah.
wild stuff.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So we should just grab like an Airbnb and just like kick it.
Fly down there.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
All right.
It's like,
Whatever, why
it's
not?
like
Say
a
less.
2-hour flight.
Sweet.
Mad easy.
Easy. It's so quick.
About to
And
take
I'm like-
a flight or two. I know I've been to Florida many times.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, bro. Thank you for coming on, man.
Oh, thank
Excited.
you,
August
man.
7th. Kashi, Vendor,
Make sure you
Rose
look out.
Review. Shout Nick's Kicks. Shout Saucy Boys. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.